The next station is Shibuya.
Look at me, where she gonna be? Call me Freaky T. Off the leash, off the liquor dough. I get her the free, keep it P. Never needed you, but you needed me. I got cream, make her pretty clean. Boost your self-esteem. I get tired in the morning, so I feel like baby king.
Alright, welcome back to another value list update. And yeah. In S tier, Gold Darkwing is now 105,000, so it rose. Gold Martial Artist or Jin Mori now has a demand of 2, so it dropped. Gold Flame Servant now has a value of 45,000, so it dropped. Club Beast Kaido now has a value of 34,000, so it rose, and demand is 7, which also rose. Perfect Insect Ballin or Cell Ballin has a value of 30,000, so it rose. Demand is 5, so that also rose, and the tag is stable. Darkwing now has a value of 21,000, so it rose. Demand of 6, so it rose, and the tag is stable. Martial Artist / Jin Mori now has a demand of 5.5, so it dropped. Elusiva or Nero Padoru now has a value of 17,500, so it rose. Kagane or Sid Kagano now has a value of 15,000, so it dropped. Demand is 6, so that also dropped, and tag is varies. Bunny Girl or Mai Sakurashima now has a value of 16,000, so it rose. Demand is 8, so that also rose, and the tag is hyped. Frost Moon / Doma now has a value of 15,000, so that rose. Demand is 8, which also rose, and tag is hyped. Jinju / Cumber now has a demand of 5, so that dropped. Toomey or Toby now has a demand of 5, so that also dropped. Naruto Girl 3 now has a demand of 5.5, so that rose. In A tier, Challenger Flaming Tiger or Challenger Rengoku now has a demand of 4.5, so that dropped. Sinbad has a value of 10,000, so it rose. Demand is 8.5, which also rose, and the tag has been changed to rising. Crimson Mami or Rios Gremory now has a value of 6,000, so that rose. Demand is 7, which also rose. Diego now has a value of 4,000, so that dropped. Demand is 5, which also dropped, and the tag is stable. Juzo now has a value of 5,000, so that rose. Death Painting Chozo now has a value of 4,200, which also rose. Slim Shady, Killer Bee / Yi, Reikage Forever now has a value of 3,600, which also rose. Mysterious X Girl or Female Gojo now has a stable tag. Anti-Magician Super Demon or Libe now has a value of 3,000, so it dropped, and demand is 5, which also dropped, but the tag is stable now. Goku Spirit ×25 or Goku Kaioken ×25 now has a value of 2,800, so that rose. The Big 3 now has a tag of stable. Slim Shady / Killer Bee has a value of 1,800, so that rose. Yi / Reikage now has a value of 1,800, so that rose. Challenger Minato now has a value of 1,000, so that dropped. Challenger Broly now has a value of 1,000, so that also dropped. Future Habri now has a value of 750, so that rose, and demand is 6, so it also rose. Jackson Girl or Muzen now has a value of 260, so that dropped. Tadpole Witch now has a value of 280, so that dropped. And Mr. Green Supa or Piccolo now has a value of 250, so that also dropped. Alright, in untiered, 100% Egg or Dark Egg now has a value of 15,000, so it dropped. And yeah, that's it for untiered. Alright, in sets, Egg set is now valued at 18,140. Gold leaderboard set is now valued at 392,500. And old leaderboard set is now 89,000. Alright, that was it for the value list update. Let me know how we did. Any comments, concerns, leave them down below, and I'll make sure to look at them.